All right, we are back again with another one, family. So I have a TikTok video here that I would like to review with you guys. So without wasting your time, let's see what this video is about. Let's go.
There are two types of women that you should never procreate with.
I like when women come on here and like, you know what? Let me give you game, man. You know I'm a woman. I'm gonna give you a version, of women. Version of women that you should not deal with. We like it. We like it. See, let's go.
First woman is the one that has very low stress tolerance, okay? And the second woman is the woman that has shown zero drive or tenacity her entire life, up until the point of you cuffing her or potentially cuffing her. And there can be a combination of those two together.
So basically, it's three. Zero drive. What was the other one? Low tolerance for stress, and basically a woman who got both. Okay, all right. So we got three now. Three categories. So let's listen. Let's listen up.
In fact, I find that for some reason, people who don't have tenacity sometimes really struggle under stress. But regardless of that, if you choose to have offspring with a woman that has low tolerance, low capacity for stress, she is number one, always going to make parenting about herself.
I love it. I love it. Man, I love it. Whoo! This is facts. This is facts. This is facts. And don't tell me that you could not see this coming before you made her a mother. A lot of people can't deal with stress. Now, the thing with relationships is that people think it's this perfect thing that you just enter and it's going to be all rainbows and sunshine. No, it's not. It's not going to be. It's going to be a lot of work. Unfortunately, a lot of us will work on ourselves. We will do a lot of things to improve ourselves, our mental. But the minute we get in a relationship, it seems like we don't see it as something that we have to continue to develop. We just sit there and just expect, just because we think we deserve, just because we have somebody that can give us attention and care. Now, man, it's work and it's gonna get very stressful, very stressful. So can you imagine being with somebody who has very little tolerance for stress? Man, no wonder a lot of these people come online and just cry about, I'm not happy, I'm stressed. Yes, maybe you just can't handle stress. Maybe you should not be in a relationship, because none of it, not one is going to be without stress. Not one is going to be stressful. So yeah, please, maybe you have a problem with stress management. Maybe that's just what it is. Let's continue.
Comfortable? Does she feel like hearing the kids whine? Does she feel like having that talk with the child? Does she feel like being inconvenienced? Everything psycho, emotional, everything will have to do with her.
Yeah.
Okay? It's all going to have to do with her. I can't really speak on how they're going to spend their money, because that's a little bit more predicated on like how the woman kind of sees her own self in the world, and if she's living vicariously through
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But then one thing we have to understand about stress is, that's why it is very important to develop emotional intelligence, but also very coping skills, because trust me, when you are stressed, you will have to find a way to deal with that stress. Why do you think a lot of people turn to things like, I don't know, cigarettes, alcohol, whether it's sex? If you have to deal with stress, or else it will destroy you. It will kill your mental sanity. And if you are based on the person, based on who they are, now they're gonna deal with the stress based on who they are. If this is somebody who easily give in to substances, they're gonna abuse substances. A lot of people are just addicted because they're stressed, because this is their way of dealing with stress. And unfortunately, with a lot of these women, they might cheat on you, because this is what they would have to do to deal with the stress. So it's very important, man. Sometimes certain discussions need to be had. You have to. Nowadays, I don't understand why a grown man. I understand if you made a mistake, you ended up with a woman. When you were very young, you didn't know better. You ended up with a toxic woman. I get it, but when you're a grown woman, when you're a grown man, and you make a mistake like that, I almost don't feel bad for you. You should think, what Do your best. Do your best, bro. You can't just you can't just choose to spend the rest of your life with somebody like that without studying them, without knowing what they respond to, just backing them up because they got a fat ass. Nah, man, we don't do that over here.
Not so. Yeah, but I can say like behaviorally, there is a very specific way that woman is going to approach that relationship with her children. Okay. And number two, if this woman has no drive, no tenacity, no whatever, what makes you think that she's going to have drive and tenacity to all of a sudden figure out the complexities of the human beings that she has brought into this world?
Yo, it's true, man. Yo, big sis, thank you, yo. You know, one thing I know, even if you want a woman to be a stay-at-home mom, if she has it in her, right? If she has it in her, bro, trust me. Even when you fail at something, she's gonna be hurt. I'm telling you, it literally will feel like she's the one who failed. Most of the time, the power the single mothers, not single mothers, I'm sorry. The power that stay-at-home mom have on their man is insane because they're just each. Obviously, it could be their personal choice, but there was a conversation that was hard. That's the reason why they're in that position, right? They stay home. Yo, they gonna push their husband because they would hate to see him fail. They just can't. Why do you think a lot of men just do good? If you're with a woman who just has it in her, that tenacity, who just does not give up, is gonna reflect on you. Whoever your woman are, if your woman is lazy, unmotivated, can't even push herself to do anything, you think she's gonna push you? If you see a man who's out here grinding, successful, laughing, really getting to the bag, bro, know that the woman he has at home is a woman who's motivated, and it shows up in every area. The kids are gonna be great. Everybody's gonna be great around her. Even though she's not working, even though she's just at home, her aura it's gonna speak to her man. Like, yo, I can't fail around this woman. I just can't. Because when you look at her, there's nothing like failure that just get close to her. Yo, sometimes the husband is just like, yo, I'm not gonna do it. She's like, you're gonna do it. We know this woman. We know this woman, right? You gonna do it. What do you mean you're not gonna do it? You just gonna give up? Not in my presence. We like women like that. Oh my God, yo. Man, I'm glad I'm reacting to this video. That's cool, man.
Oh, right? She might not even understand the complexities of her own self because that takes work. And if you have no tenacity, you don't put in work. You do what is easy all of the time. Which brings me to the last point. If this person doesn't have drive, they have low tolerance for stress, whatever, they have not explored the world enough, meaning they are not wise enough to raise your children with the highest odds that child could possibly have to be successful socially, economically, financially, and in their own family system that they create.
Honestly, I know somebody for real. This is just real story, right? And he was trying to, get engaged with this, this woman and whatnot. Obviously, men, we talk, certain fears kind of settle in and you need opinions because trust me, getting in that transition is not an easy step to take. And both men and women feel it. Just because we're human, we're going to abandon the life that we currently live to embrace a new one. It's going to come with certain fears, even if you know the person well. But one thing my friend told me was that, you know what? I'm not scared to move forward because I know the type of woman I'm dealing with. And he said to me that, you know what, even if this marriage, even if this union fails, there's one thing that I know for a fact would never fail. I know that I definitely will marry a woman who will 100% be a mother to my children, who will raise my children very well. He said that to me. It said something to my brain. So beyond everything. So basically this man already thought about literally everything. I mean, sometimes it's not good to think about something failing, but it is what it is. It's a reality that you would have to take into consideration. What if it does fail? And if you never thought about it, it can really surprise you. But for him to even be confident to marry someone that he knows that no matter what happens, success or failure, that woman is gonna stand 10 toes down and raise his children as she should, means a lot. And unfortunately, a lot of us go after women for ourselves. But when you enter a relationship, especially when you are expecting to have children, it should be more about those children at this point. You have to become selfless. That's just what it is. A lot of us have a hard time thinking like that, but it's a reality, honestly. Let's continue.
Later on, so like how they relate to their potential wife, husband, their future children, etc. Right? Are they going to keep repeating generational cycles? Are they going to stop it? Can they clock it? Can they not clock it? I am trying to tell you right now, a woman with low capacity for stress and or no drive in life will never be a good mom. Even if on the surface she looks good because she like feeds the kids and clothes and stuff like that. No.
Wow, nice video. What do you guys think about this video? Man, I like this video so much. It's a really two important trait that you should absolutely look in the partner that you would have to marry, because trust me, relationships are very stressful, and if somebody cannot deal with stress, it's not gonna last. And also, they have to be motivated. Sometimes they don't even need to be out there working, but if they are motivated, trust me, if somebody's motivated, you can tell. Because some people are just comfortable in not being productive. Some people are just comfortable sitting on their ass. If you are somebody who's motivated, you feel dead to just sit in time and just see it pass by, not doing anything. Any person who hates just sitting on their ass cannot. Like if you tell them to stay home without, like for a week, and let's say it's not like a vacation or anything, they just don't have to do anything. It's torture. It is torture. Like it's like, yo, how are people doing this, sitting for years, not trying to work, not trying to be productive? Like how, And even sometimes when we talk about the word submissive, we have to be really careful with how we're trying to define this thing, because yes, man, as a man, you don't want to just be, you want to be excellent. You want to conquer. We are in quest of something much, much bigger than sometimes our vision, man. I'm telling you. So it's like, if you have a woman by your side and she has no vision, like no motivation, no tenacity, nothing at all, no push, like it's not gonna help you. And sometimes the way we're trying to define submissive is like we want a woman that we can just tell to do anything. Nah, man. Sometimes you need a woman that's also going to push you, give you a little bit of pushback sometimes. Not like she's confrontational, but it's just like, sometimes she could be, okay, I don't think, tell you probably should make little adjustment. You don't want somebody just going to be a yes woman all the time. I don't think it's good. If you want to really conquer the world, be out here doing great stuff, you need a woman that's going to be able to give you input, and sometimes that input does not mean that she's going to agree with what you do all the time. So on that note, what do you guys think about this video? Let's talk about it in the comments. Masterpiece right here. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.